Now, sis, I said I wasn't going to do this video, but I feel like I kind of have to tell you guys about this. Okay, so this is a story about how I got catfished. Okay. So everybody knows Plenty of Fools. Everybody uses Plenty of Fools. Nowadays, we focus more on online dating. And I'm not going to sit here and say, I haven't been on dating sites, because I have been. Like, I'm out here looking for love on a dating site. I'm not looking for love, but I'm just saying, like, I'm out here, looking for a little boo or something to kick it, Lens. That's what we're going to call them. We're going to call them Lens. Okay, so I just suck at texting. And so he hit me up on POF, and he was like 5'10", 6 foot or something like that, right? So he hit me up on POF, and he was like, oh, you're very beautiful, blah, blah, blah. I'd like to get to know you, blah, 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 all that stuff. So I said, okay, I'll give you my number, and, we can talk or whatever. And sometimes I give my number with the intentions of not even talking to you, which is, like, super bad. But I gave him my number, and we started talking. We started texting. We started talking on the phone. But I wasn't really texting him back that much. So he realized that to get in contact with me, you gotta call me. So we were talking on the phone. He was like, oh, let's go out. So I was like, I'm kind of like reluctant. I like to wait to get to know the person. I like to talk to the person for like 3 weeks before I actually go meet them, because you can't be trusting any and everybody nowadays. And so I like to make sure that I'm comfortable with you before I actually go sit down and share a meal with you. So for some reason, something was like, you got nothing else better to do, like, go ahead. And it was already like 2 weeks or whatever of us talking. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I had kind of forgot what he looked like. So, I always played the thing of, oh, send me some pictures. They sent me pictures, and I was just like, okay, he's alright, he's good, like, he's good, he's cute. And I should have saw the signs, because all his pictures were like up like this, like low, like low. And so it kind of like made him look a certain way. I didn't think nothing of it. So it comes time for us to meet up, and I was like, hey, let's go play golf. Like, I want to golf. Let's go golf. And he was like, what, golf? I was like, yeah, like, I used to golf when I was younger, let's go golf. I wanna go play golf. And so he was like, all right, whatever. And I feel bad. Mind you, he was late as hell. So I don't like when somebody has me waiting, like, even though I kind of make people wait on me, but, like, I'm very impatient. So he had me waiting, and by this time the place, like, was closed. So I was just like, I was not beat. And first of all, when I was getting ready, something was like, sis, don't go all out. Like, I didn't even have a wig on. I went with, like, my natural hair, just curled up. And I had on this cute little top and jeans, and I had some slides on, sis, because I was just like, someone's telling me, like, it's not about to be all this, not about to be all work with all this weight, whatever, right? So I'm waiting in the parking lot. Now it's kind of dark. Now, mind you, it's late as hell now, and I'm kind of pissed, because it's like, you got me waiting on you, and you're a whole, like, hour late. Like, this is fucked up. So he calls me. He's like, oh, I'm not too far. I apologize, blah, 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 blah. Now, mind you, we were supposed to meet at, like, 8:30. I think homeboy pulled up at, like, 9:30, 9:40. So I'm, like, mad, because I'm just, like, I'm already over it. Like, fuck you. Like, I'm about to dip. Like, this ain't beat. Like, I'm not beat for this bullshit, right? So, because I didn't tell him what my car looked like. And I was like, where are you at? Like, you claim you just pulled in, but I was in a, like, me, I'm smart. I'm gonna park somewhere where I can see the whole parking lot, so I know. And I'm just looking like, I don't see you. Like, you're not here. He's like, you don't see the guy walking? And I see the guy walking. I'm like, okay, I see the guy walking, but I don't see you, so where you at? So he's like, where's your car? And then I'm like, okay, now you playing games. Like, I told you where I'm parked at. I don't see you. His car, and he pulls up next to me, and his car's like souped up or whatever, and my car's like sits low, like I have a little like coupe or whatever. So I'm looking at him, and I'm like, okay, he look something similar to the pictures or whatever. And me, you know, fix my parking or whatever. So he backs out and like backs into the spot. And I know, like, you know, men do that sometimes. You know, I don't know why, but they, you know, prefer to back into a spot. So, okay. So then I'm sitting in my car and I'm talking to him and I hear, I want that so bad. But, okay, so I'm waiting for him to pretty much get out of the car. Now, mind you, I told you his car was like souped up, you know, like it had like higher tires or something. So I hear his car door open and I'm still in my car. I'm just waiting because I'm waiting for him to, like, you know, walk around the car. And I don't see anybody. And I'm still waiting to see someone. And then sis, he walks around to the front hood of his car.
Don't you know this man was like freaking 4'9"?
No, shit, no.
So
No.
like, bitch, I had to hold it together. I was sitting in my car like,
The devil is a lie. This nigga shorter than me. Oh, bitch.
is he a little person? That's the first thing that popped into my head. And I can't sit here and make fun of little people because I'm 5 foot myself. But I was just like, bitch is crazy. Like, I was so pissed, sis. I was just like,
You's a lying, cheating son of a, like, girl, I was about
to break out with the whole laundromat verse because I couldn't believe it. But I was trying not to show, not my disgust, but like I was trying not to show all my emotions. And I was just like, oh my God, my man's is a little person. I don't have anything against little people, but I think that's some shit that you should tell someone before you go on a date with them. Like, he lied and said he was 5'9" or 6 foot. I can't remember one of those, but it was something like that. But he was shorter than me, and I
had slides on, sis. I had slides on, okay? I'm talking about the furry cute slides.
And so I gave him a hug, and I was like, where do I put my head? Like, normally when I hug a tall guy, because, like, I'm absolutely in love with tall guys. Tallest guy I've ever dated was, like, 6'8". You know, I put my head on their chest, and I couldn't do that in this scenario. And then the worst thing was he was, like, super, like, husky, like, swole. Like this was his arms. Like, super husky, and this is how he
walked. Like he was the shit, you know. Out here lying to bitches that he 4'10", you know, he the shit. And
I was like, bro, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, I couldn't. So I started texting my best friend. So I'm like,
bitch.
And she like, bitch.
And I'm like, this motherfucker lied.
She like, what the fuck did he say?
And I'm like, bitch.
She like, why you keep saying bitch? Bitch, what's wrong, bitch?
I'm like, this motherfucker is 4'9". She said, oh my God, girl, leave. And
I was like, bitch, I probably should. I wanted to so bad, but I was just like, you know, I don't want to do that to him. So we went to go sit on a bench or whatever. And we went to go sit on the bench. Like, I was like sitting on the bench higher up than him. And what I felt like, I just felt like the Hulk sitting next to him. And I'm not that big. Like, I'm thick. I'm a thick John. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thick. But, like, I felt like I was, like, the Hulk sitting next to him. In, like, I don't know. Like, I was sitting up higher. Like, higher up than him. It almost felt like. And then I kept, like, checking, you know, the bench to see if, like, it was on a hill or something. Like, you know, try to figure out, like, you know, why am I, you know, sitting up higher than you? And then he was like, well, the place is closed, so we didn't even get to golf. So he's like, the place is closed, you know, you want to get something to eat. So I was just like, oh, you know, there's a TGI Fridays not too far. And I was trying to make the best out of the date, because I was just like, you know, even though he lied, you know, I would definitely, you know, like to see, you know, where this could possibly go. Even though it's probably not going to go the fuck anywhere. You know, that's probably shallow as hell. But it's just like, you can't lie about shit like that. Like, you can't lie about shit like that. So we walking back to the car. And he's like, I can just follow you to the place. I said, no, put it in your GPS. And I said that because I was debating if I should just go home or if I should go finish the date out. And then I told myself, like, you know, it'd be super fucked up. Somebody did some shit like that to me, like, you know, I was on a date with them and then they bailed on me. So I was just like, I was at the light debating if I should make a left or if I should make a right. Because the left was for me to go home. The right was for me to go to the TGI Fridays. And I made the right. And so, we get to TGI Fridays. And I park, you know, kind of close to the TGI Fridays. He kind of parks off to the side. And I can see him getting out his car. And it looked like he literally hopped out of his car. And, again, I don't have anything against little people. But that's just some shit you tell somebody. Like, you know, me, I let people know. I'm thick, boo. My stomach ain't all the way flat. You know, I got like 2 rolls. Like, I let people know. I ain't got enough to make a bakery. But I got, you know, I got 2 rolls for you. Like, I'm thick. I don't got nothing to lie about. I got a big old booty and I got big old titties. I'm not sitting here lying. I let everybody know this. I don't try to, like, catfish anybody when it comes to how I look. Like, that's not my MO. So, like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, I dead ass just couldn't believe that, you know, I got catfish. So